Before we begin, a moment of silence to the Great League. Alas, maybe I can stall for enough time to put one more Great League battle or two. Well, I'll tell you all a story of something that just happened to me as I came home from work today. It's the last day of the Sinnoh event, and I'll admit I feel a bit bummed because I couldn't really do much walking during my breakthrough after work because we're out of data, and our provider finally decided that, like, hey, you're not allowed to play Pokemon Go on safe mode, and I couldn't load up the freaking game. On my way home, well, as I was home, I decided to take out the trash. And got this as my house shiny. My very first house shiny was this Baneri. And honestly, I'm pretty happy to have the Baneri, because it was when I missed an initial event, and it was one of the Sinnoh Pokemon that I was hoping to at least get a chance to get with all the Sinnoh spawns roaming around. I do have a couple 7-kilometer eggs I'm just gonna have to sit and wait to go through. I think the beautiful part about all this irony, which is why I have to share this in a battle video, this was the egg hatch that I missed out on because my phone was dead. So I first discovered this after taking out the trash. I literally found the trash Pokemon as I was taking out the trash, getting it shiny in the process. I can think of a more beautiful moment than that. Now for the moment you all been waiting for. Me to go terrible, go terrible in the Ultra League. I started a Great League matchup and doing super well, and then of course I swap over to Ultra League. If I just won these two battles, that'd be great. But I certainly don't have a team ready to win. All I have is this load of trash. Now, it is more of a fun team than a meta-relevant team, but there is a little bit of method behind my madness. Constant Falcon, my Purified Hundo Ampharos is definitely not the best IV set, but it actually stands out better than a lot of them, and since I had him pretty much already powered up with a second move anyway, I decided to go with him. I do actually have a Shiny Ampharos that has a little bit better than the IV stats and has 2 charge moves already. However, I am out of charge TMs. Again. No charge TMs for me. And Captain Falcon here already has Thunder Punch. So my ideal is just try out Ampharos with Full Switch and Thunder Punch. And I did finally get rid of Return for a second real charge move. Unfortunate, but it was necessary. And I also wanted to have something for the Giratina counters, and Lone Muck did come up a bit in there, so I decided to have that as my Giratina counter. And now I have a severe weakness to ground type moves, having 2 Pokemon like that, so I wanted to have a grass type or water type to round out the team. And you may be wondering, Jackie K, why did you not go with Venusaur instead of Tortuga? Tortuga sucks. Well, I feel like ground. Part of the issue is I have no frickin' charge TMs to make a real frickin' team. But on top of wanting to use Tortuga for the fun of it, I do think like it having Earthquake, which I could have gotten Sand Tomb or the better ground type move, whichever, covers more weaknesses than a poison type move would. So I got grass to cover my ground weakness, and ground covers, I don't know, fire weakness, a rock weakness. I should feel like my team has more coverage with the Tortuga than Venusaur. Though I doubt I'm going to be doing more than one set with this team to begin with, which it sucks that I put so much Stardust into that Tortuga, but in my head, it has a cheaper second charge move than some of the other options I have in store. So now you know why I am gonna be doing terrible in the Ultra League and probably throwing away this freaking good setup to actually get a second chance at a wild encounter. And I kind of like this team too because it kind of fits the Lucajin theme. For those who don't know, she's a YouTuber that I follow. And some of my favorite content that she's created has been like her Pokemon Blind LPs. Tortuga is her starter from the Platinum Blind that she did. And on top of Ampharos being a source of my own memes, Pyramid of the Ampharos that she used has a significant place in my heart as well. And Mug has nothing to do with it, but I'm sure if she was watching, she would appreciate the nickname. So, I'm gonna just go for this and hope I don't terribly suck. Which I will, because I'll probably be getting a Giratina Ultra Form lead. Da 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 da, there is the big fat dragon to ruin my day. I could just go, you know what? I know this sounds dumb, but trust me, I realized as I was switching, if I did a switch myself, I'd give him switch advantage, and with switch advantage, he would just have the Giratina to ruin my day. My day! Speaking of ruining my day, this is why Tortuga sucks, super weak to ice types, dies to any quick move that they throw almost instantly. To be fair, I did not expect an Articuno to come my way. Hello, convenient leg! I'm already in a huge disadvantage, so I'm gonna shield to my misadvantage. Maybe I can at least farm the Articuno for some nice energy for my good guy. I think that may not have been the smartest move I have, cause he probably still has switch advantage. But alas, my Ampharos is supercharged and super pumped. Maybe I can not get... No, I can't use my shield. Probably take way too much damage, but I feel like I need to preserve a shield if I want any shot at winning. How much is Dark Pulse gonna do? Nothing, because I get shielded. Well, fantastic. Ampharos here is probably gonna frickin' die. And it's not really worth going up for the Gunk Shock, because the ground type resists it. So, might as well talk about my... Oops, I didn't mean to use my shield, but honestly I'm kind of just in a situation where, screw it, it doesn't really matter anymore. No, I am going to do something bold and dumb, and go for it. Just go for this right away, because if I can get it out of the way... Now, you see, Jackie K, you could have just gone for the Thunder Punch and conserve your energy. I might as well go, I might as well go for the Thunder Punch now, because, like, Focus Blast would be super resisted. Now, this is a situation where it'd actually be a good idea to have the Dragon Pulse Ampharos. Unfortunately, I don't think any Ampharos, minus the ones I already have saved up for Great League, have Dragon Pulse. If only I knew just how significant this guy could possibly be. Because I just realized, with Giratinas roaming around, Dragon Pulse Ampharos may actually be the best Ampharos set possible. Not saying much because it's Ampharos, but... Okay, unfortunately, I don't even have close to enough to get to a Dark Pulse in time. Man, now that's just heartbreaking. Can't even get to the freaking... Now, you may be saying, Jackie K, with your big fear of that scary snake dragon, why didn't you just lead with your counter? Well, I was afraid, like... I guess I got too into prediction game of worrying that my opponents would be assuming everyone was preparing for a Giratina Origin Form counter with a Giratina Origin Form counter, and counter it with their counter, and just like, oops. Not what I meant to do. But I think you're getting get what I'm getting at. Just the fact that Giratina's. I am gonna think Giratinas are gonna lead. But my opponent thinks that Giratinas are gonna lead. So I'm gonna do the mind games and not lead with my lead, so I don't get the switch advantage to them. It's rather unfortunate I'm already thinking about replacing Tortuga when he's pretty much powered up so far and didn't even do anything with it, but like, yeah, it's just slowing me down. I really want to win one of these two battles. Dawn Blast might do okay. I hear great things about Charizard. I'm just worried that my team comp balance would be really unbalanced with it. But really, can it possibly be worse than that last match? I don't think so. I don't trust myself. My gut is screaming, Jackie K, the one time that you lead with your Giratina counter, they're not going to be leading with their Giratinas. Yeah, see, Charizard makes me super weak to Rock, which I guess Ampharos could cover with his Focus Blast. No, I'm gonna just, I'm gonna overthink if I think about it anymore. I'm just gonna jump in. At least I got a video out of that Tortuga, which helps justify the content. It helps. Of course, this freaking course. What did I tell you, Jackie K? Well, maybe because no one expects what to do with the Ampharos, that I can actually, like, catch the Ampharos and to do the Ampharos things. He's definitely going for a Dragon Claw. He is definitely not getting enough energy for a Blast Burn. Speak of the hustle. Ugh. And I feel like I keep getting screwed over by these CMT ties. Frick, like, this guy was gonna be my best bet against the Charizard, and he didn't even get a lick of health off. And he can still have the time to go switch into a hard counter. Am I tapping wrong or something? I just not following why he keeps getting up to the energy that he needs. No, I'm going for it. If only to stall for time for me to switch out, I am going for this Dragon Claw myself. I need to waste at least one of his shields, which he's not going to let me get. And I just realized that he's part ground, so this is actually probably just as bad of a counter as my Charizard. I'm just really up to his Nelly today. Hopefully his last Pokemon's in a Giratina, but he's got a lot of semi-relevant picks, so it wouldn't surprise me if he had a Charizard. Man, if he goes for an Earthquake, I am just gonna be the saddest of sad pandas. Okay, at least... no, I can't let him get... I just can't let him get to another charge attack if I have any hope of winning. And the fact that he just let me go for that Dark Pulse kind of gives me the feeling that it was better for me to, like, save up my energy for it. At least I can get another Dark Pulse in here. So I'm at least going to either get the Shield advantage or the Pokemon advantage. I still have a feeling that I may need to save my Muck for something later on, so I think this switch is good. I'll be able to take out this Charizard without really taking too much more damage myself. I still have a shield in the back. Hello there, Mr. Dragon Man with convenient leg. At least I get a Dragon Claw off, which is great, because my Muck can probably have enough health left over to finish up the job. It's gonna be rough. And he's definitely been saving that energy for my friend Muck here. Okay, Muck has a bit less health than I was remembering. So, it's probably GG. I'm gonna go for it anyways. If I can get to a Dark Pulse in time. We'll never know. We'll never know if I had enough to get that Dark Pulse. Unless this Draggy eludes me once again. At least I got enough for another goalie session. That's a very long video as is though, so I'm gonna cut off here and we'll try again. I'll take this team back to this drawing board. So, weigh and balance if Ampharos is really worth it or not and all that stuff. See you in a sec.